Speaking of Shannon Evans, she joins us now via Skype on the Deseret First Credit Union hotline. Shannon, if you didn't have your fill of BYU Sports Nation last week, well, now you get some more today. So
yeah.
Congratulations that you're back.
Always a good time on Sports Nation.
Hey, it's great to see you and to see your smiling face. How would you explain life as a Division I athlete amidst a worldwide pandemic?
Well, I'm not really a Division I athlete anymore, so it's been pretty smooth, but it's been hard. Not the way that you picture things going, for sure. Life is so weird right now. Weird is the only word I really have to describe it, I guess.
So I assume that you're not able to practice a ton, if at all, because the facilities are closed. I'm sure there are other facilities, but that's something that's been such a big part of your life. So what's it like right now as you try and finish in school, and you still do have school? It feels like everything shut down. No, you still have school, right?
Yeah.
How's your life been affected in that way?
I don't know. I feel like I'm a generally motivated person, so finishing school hasn't been super hard, but I have noticed like a major decline in my desire to get assignments done because I don't have a scheduled out time and I don't have practice to make it to. And so it's been an adventure, like scheduling my time, when to do what. As for practice, it went from 100 to a 0 really quick. So it's been kind of surreal. You wake up every day and you're like, what am I even doing today? Like my entire routine just got cut to nothing. So
that feels like a lot of us, right? And it's been really weird to engage with that. And you should have been walking next week, right?
Yeah.
And so this has been wild. How have you coped with this emotionally?
I don't know. I think that in order for me to cope emotionally, I have to let myself feel the emotions, which I think has been the hardest part. I think I've just tried to shut it off, but that doesn't work. So I've let myself be sad. I've let myself be angry. It's been a really tough situation. It's a lot to handle in such a short amount of time when you have all these plans and you have all these goals and you think something's going one way and then life just throws like the most epic curveball that you could ever think of. So I've just been trying to let myself feel the emotions that I need to feel in order to cope with what's happening right now.
Great insight from Shannon Evans with us on BYU Sports Nation. You put together multiple viral routines at BYU on the floor. You were an All-American in bars. And selfishly, Shannon, I'm here thinking, well, you spent part of your year injured, and then your season got cut short. But because you're a winter sport, now you're not going to be granted an exception to come back. And there are those out there wondering, is there any way that you would come back, file a waiver to try and compete, or are you done as a gymnast at BYU?
If there was a way, I would do it. I don't know what that process was. The NCAA claims that one of the reasons the winter sports weren't granted eligibility was because their season was most of the way over. Well, they don't know people individually. They don't know what's been going on in everybody's lives. For me, my season had just begun because I was injured through most of the season. And my body had finally been getting to the point where it was going to let me finish out my season. And right when I was ready for that, it was cut. And so for them to justify a decision that I think is purely based off of, finances, which is important as well, it's frustrating because to justify by saying most of the season was over for winter sports, we granted spring sports because only half or a quarter of their season was over. Well, how is that fair? It doesn't really make sense in my mind. And so again, like I've had to let myself feel those emotions and just know that there's a lot more underlying reasons that they don't share. Because in their post of what they were going to do with eligibility, they explained spring eligibility and what they were going to grant them back and stuff like that with their extra year. And it was like this long of a explanation. And in that explanation, there was literally 3 sentences saying, oh yeah, and we didn't grant back winter sports. Okay, back to spring eligibility, but like they didn't even talk about it. They wouldn't even approach the problem. They didn't give us the time of day, and that's really frustrating.
If you can be granted a medical hardship and we can sign a petition and get that whole thing going, just let us know. I mean,
Listen,
we'll be the front,
Yeah,
we'll be
I
the
will.
front men for that.
Just do a Twitter poll or something, because BYU fans will certainly rally to the cause. That's what they've been doing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's been so many petitions. I think that's what is the hardest part for me, is seeing a lot of fellow athletes go through the heartache and the effort to try to like get across their feelings to the NCAA, and it was completely shut out. They didn't even acknowledge it. And like even a sentence of like, we know how hard this must have been. However, due to circumstances such and such, we can't grant it back. That would have been a lot better than, oh yeah, winter sports we're not going to do that. Sorry. Okay, moving on,
Yeah, that's tough. That's the disappointing news. The good news is tomorrow, gymnastics is going to get a full hour of BYU Sports Nation special treatment, the play-by-replay, as we break down what gymnastics has done to get into and become a top 20 program. Give us a taste of what fans can expect in tomorrow's show.
A lot of fun. I think that Spencer, Guard, Abby, and I just had, natural, normal conversation about what was going on. I think that Spencer reminded Abby and I a couple times that we needed to try to stay positive because we're so critical, but it's so fun to like look back and see the amazing things that we've accomplished so far and that Abby's going to go on to accomplish next year with the rest of the team.
Shannon, you've been a huge part of the rise of BYU gymnastics over your career, and I don't say this just to blow smoke, but you've been one of my favorite athletes to watch compete in all 7 years of my doing BYU
I
Sports
second the
Nation.
motion.
It's incredible. Like
Thank
you're
you.
an all-timer. So whatever
Thank
happens in
you.
the future, you've left your mark at BYU, so we thank you for that.
Thank you. That was the goal.
All right, Shannon. We'll see you again soon, and stay safe, all right?
Yep. Have a good one. Bye, guys.
You got it. Shannon Evans on the Deseret First Credit Union Hotline. Deseret First, you know why, we show how.
She's awesome. Yeah, one of the favorites. And if you have to miss a gymnastics meet for any reason or whatever, I'd step in, and I did it, years ago as well. Very fun, like very underrated. If you haven't watched, extremely entertaining, extremely talented, and they could kick the crap out of me. Every single one of them. They're like so strong, so amazing. Yeah, I love that team. Okay.